My name's Shane Weineski. I own World Triumph Martial Arts in Tallahassee, Florida, 2624 West Tennessee Street.
Alrighty. So, Shane, what made you want to start up this gym or your own business? What was your inspiration for that?
It's the best I'm at. The thing I'm best at, I guess.
Okay. And any other reasons as far as?
When I started the sport, I wasn't necessarily handled the right way as far as training and management. So pretty much the gym was built up to get the right training to the athletes and the right management.
Okay, awesome. Alrighty. About how much time, money, and planning did it take, before you were able to open up the business? Finding a location, just kind of the nooks and crannies that you kind of had to overcome, like when first opening up.
It definitely took a few years. I was working full time at the vet office, and competing. Saving that money didn't last. It wasn't that easy. Eventually training the athletes and more demand for the competing came around, and we had more clients. So they helped me open the gym, and they've helped me keep it here, basically.
And how did you get the money or your startup capital in order to?
Very slowly. Very slowly. We started with the 1,200 square feet, and we had nothing in here. We had one tire, we had a power tower, and an Airdyne bike, and one pair of focus mitts. And then later on, just slowly, after every year, we would get some more equipment, and it took a while, but we literally built up from scratch. No capital in the beginning. We had first month's rent, and that was it.
Wow, definitely came a long way. All right. How would you say you go about advertising and promoting your business? Do you have like a website, a Facebook page? What techniques do you use to try and get the name of the gym out there?
All social media we use, but then also as far as personal training too, and building groups, they always want to talk, especially about themselves too. You always want to find out. You want to go out and talk to people about what you're doing, but they want to, you find out what they want to do as far as if they want to be in the fitness or if they want to compete, and that usually strikes interest around the locals.
Are there any licensing requirements that you have to have as far as owning the gym goes?
It's not regulated as much as it should be, I think, but I do all the steps, I think, as I can to be as legal. The business license, the tax license, city tax, things like that. I've been certified as a trainer for a long time, so I just don't even think about that anymore, but.
Alright, let's see. Do you use any type of technology to run your business at all? Like, is it more technical, less technical,
Try to keep up to date with it. When I first started, it was literally a notepad with names and how much they owe me or when they're due and whatnot. But now I'm getting more into the computers. I built my own website. We have our subscription. You can subscribe to our gym there. We use the card slider, so we're pretty up to date on all that.
All right, that's awesome. How do you go about selecting like potential employees, and what do you find is the most important quality in like potential employees?
Very carefully select them. I've had a lot of people try to come here, and they talk a lot, but then it all becomes into can they do it? My thing is energy, positive energy and motivated. They want to make money, but at the same time, they want to see progress with their clients. It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
So, do you have any family members that play a part in the business or anything?
Nope.
Okay. And let's see. About how many different positions would you say there are available? In terms of your gym, about how many different
For employees?
Yes.
A lot. Usually to run a business like this, it would take at least a staff of 5 or something, maybe. Administrator, you got the janitorial, you got the coaches. If you have a good amount of people training at your gym, you got to have multiple coaches. One coach can't do it all. You have to have management for the athletes that want to compete. The networkers, the advertisers, the sales associates, things like that. You need all of it. Lately, for the whole time I've been doing all this, so.
It's like a Swiss Army knife. All right, let's see. How do you go about evaluating your employees in terms of if you do have them working for you? What are some of the techniques you use to evaluate them? Is it more on a day-to-day basis? Is it like a monthly evaluation?
I would say more monthly evaluation. I'll train with them, they'll train with me, kind of back and forth, and learn things like that. You can't get more personal with people until you train with them, especially in something like martial arts or even fitness.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Have you ever had to fire or terminate an employee, and how do you go about that, and what are the normal reasons for that?
Somewhat, kind of. Not necessarily fire, more of, I guess, lay off or whatnot.
Okay.
It would be their energy, they're bringing personal things in here. This is not a place to be personal, you take that home, you leave your personal things at the door, and you come in here to train, and pretty much that's it. And that was never really a big deal. It wasn't too bad. It was just like personal things in their life, nothing that they could even. It wasn't up to them, basically,
Yeah, definitely. Okay. How is owning your own business? How's it affected you, family members, friends, the people you associate with?
It's made me a lot grumpier. Met a lot of friends during it. You find out who your real friends are too, because when your business is good, man, you have a bunch of friends. When your business is in a little bit of a slump, you'll find out who the friends are, So it varies.
Definitely. Okay. What type of succession plan do you have for your business? Like, if there was ever come a day where you would no longer own it, would you pass it down to someone and just close it down?
I don't ever want to close it.
Okay.
Ever. This is actually one of my goals, is to keep it going, because a lot of the kids need this. We could move locations, we could better the place, and things like that. But I would probably more pass it down.
To anyone in particular, or?
Someone with a similar interest with me, as far as helping, giving a little bit to the community. The money's fine. There are profits in this kind of business. Like I tell people with the trainers, but people with the interest of helping the community, the underprivileged kids, or helping people get their dreams come true. Some people want to compete, but they wouldn't know how to get started doing that. Well, like me, I didn't know where to get started. This gym has all the options. You can get in shape, you can compete, you could, it's up to you, but, realistically, you could be a world champion, So you could help people's dreams come true and change their lives, so.
All right, so more general questions. So what kind of things do you do from day to day, and what is it that makes you feel that your business is a success?
Well, I eat, sleep, and breathe. Literally, everything I think about is my business, and the sports. People say I don't have a social life. I don't go out and do this. It's because I've consumed. I think to be successful, you have to consume yourself with it constantly. I've heard a speaker say that, a motivational speaker, and it stuck with me. If you want to be successful in anything, you have to let it consume you. So I've done that for a long time, and I'm pretty much like that anyway with anything that I do. If I don't like it, I'm not really going to put too much time into it. When the guidance counselors told me when I was a kid, you do what you want and you should be happy with your job, I took that to heart, and I've continued to do that. And pretty successful at it too. So.
What would you say is one of the best experiences and also one of the worst experiences that you've gone through while being the owner of this gym?
The best, seeing everybody grow, getting better. You see somebody who has no techniques. They might even be low self-esteem. That's a big thing, low self-esteem. And then a year later, maybe 2 years later, their technique is beautiful. They fought multiple times, wins, and their confidence is just, I'm not trying to breed cockiness or nothing. Cockiness and confidence are two different things. So to see positive confidence is good. I like to see that. That's my favorite thing. The worst thing is, honestly, with the gym closed is at nighttime, But that's about it.
All right. That's awesome. All right.
Sometimes you have to deal with some crazies. People that don't want to train, but they want to act like they want to train and things like that. But that's pretty common with anything.
Definitely. All right. Let's see, if you could change one thing about the way you operate your business, what would it be that you would change?
Business structure. It needs a lot more. I've stayed up to date somewhat, but it needs more advancement. It takes a village to raise a child. Okay, I've done okay so far, but I'm not in a village. I'm a single person. And every time more the business grows, the more weight, I guess you would say. There's a lot. It needs to be more of a business.
What would you say is the best advice you could give to somebody who wants to maybe start up their own business, whether it be a gym or any other type of industry? What would be some advice you would give them?
Work for someone else first. Let them lose the money, whatnot. Learn formulas. It's science basically. Trial by error. You have to kind of fill out, learn schedules, learn pricing, learn all that, learn the structure of a business. And then kind of base it off of that, because you learn a style of technique, but it's not going to be the same style, but your business might be ran a lot different, same thing. So you definitely have to learn how a business goes first, And working for somebody, you learn all that. You fill out the W-2 forms, you do your timesheet, and everything. Little things like that really help. If you can have structure with that, a lot of people forget to do the timesheets, Attention to details. Attention to small details. Like if the gym wasn't as clean as it is when it's open, nobody would come here. Dirty gyms, no, I couldn't train in a gym. I can't train here if it's dirty. I have to clean first. Cannot train. So.
And final question, what would you like to say overall about, about your gym, about World Triumphant Martial Arts? What is the big picture that you want to get across?
Well, since 2010, being here since 2010, we are the longest running boxing and mixed martial arts school here. We've trained the most champions, the most amateur champions, the most Muay Thai champions. We've sent more submission fighters out there. I think overall we've done the most work here. So I think we'll last the longest also.
Alrighty, well, this is Shane. He's the owner of World Triumphant Martial Arts. And I guess that'll be it.